Hello winners, welcome back to Daily Motivational Inspiration. Today, we embark on a journey to understand God's timing. Imagine you're in a clock shop, where each timepiece ticks in its unique rhythm, perfectly synchronized in a grand symphony. This is the essence of God's timing. Every event, every experience, every tear, and every laughter in our lives is like these timepieces, ticking precisely when it's meant to, all part of a grand, divine orchestration. Yet, in our human understanding, we often find ourselves questioning, doubting, and even resisting this divine timing. It's not uncommon for us to feel that life's events are unfolding too slowly or too quickly, that our dreams seem delayed or our struggles prolonged. But these feelings, these periods of uncertainty, are part of the divine clockwork. As we delve into this concept, we touch upon the idea of weeping endurance for a night. It's a phrase that encapsulates the human experience of enduring hardships, of times when we feel enveloped in darkness, yet holding on to the promise of dawn. This endurance, this resilience in the face of adversity, is not just about survival. It's about faith, about knowing that this night, no matter how long, is but a small tick in the grand clock of God's timing. As we delve deeper, remember that God's time and plan are always perfect, even when it's hard for us to understand. So stay with us as we explore what it means to weep, endure, and emerge stronger, all in God's perfect time. May this understanding bring you peace, resilience, and a renewed sense of purpose. In our journey with God, there are nights of weeping. Trust that you are not alone. Psalms 46 verse 1 states, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." Isaiah 41:10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This verse is a powerful reminder that God is always with us, offering strength, support, and protection in times of fear and uncertainty. It's important to meditate on God's promises, not our problems, issues, and pain. This principle helps us to trust that God is working everything out in His perfect timing. The phrase, weeping endurance for a night, might sound poetic, but it carries a profound truth that resonates with every one of us. It's a metaphorical expression found deep in the pages of the Bible, in the book of Psalms, where the psalmist paints a vivid picture of human experience. Imagine a night, not the one with twinkling stars and a calming moon, but a metaphorical night, one filled with pain, sorrow, and hardship. This is the night of weeping. It signifies those periods in your life when you're faced with grief, disappointment, or a seemingly insurmountable challenge. It's the time when you feel lost, alone, and the darkness appears never-ending. But winners, remember this: a night, as long and as dark as it may be, always yields to the morning. This is the promise of the phrase, weeping endurance for a night. It's a reassurance that no matter how intense the sorrow, no matter how deep the pain, it is but for a night. It's a temporary state, not a permanent condition. Let's think about the caterpillar, cocooned in its chrysalis, enduring a night of transformation. It might seem like an end, but it's only a transition. When morning comes, it emerges as a beautiful butterfly, its previous form completely unrecognizable. Similarly, our nights of weeping are often periods of transformation, leading us to a new dawn, a new beginning. This metaphor serves as a beacon of hope, a gentle reminder that the sun will rise, that joy comes with the morning. It signals the end of our trials and the beginning of a new phase filled with light, joy, and peace. So when you find yourself in the midst of a night of weeping, remember this: it is but for a night. The morning is coming, your morning is coming, and with it, joy. Remember, the night may be filled with weeping, but joy comes in the morning. Hold on to this truth. Now that we've understood these concepts, how do we apply them in our daily lives? Let's find out. As we navigate the winding paths of our lives, there are times when we feel like we're walking through the darkest of nights. But remember, life is a journey, and every journey has its valleys and peaks, its days and nights. It's during these difficult times that we must lean into our faith, trust in God's timing, and embrace the concept of weeping endurance. Trusting in God's timing means having faith that there's a bigger plan in place, a plan that we may not fully understand. It's about letting go of our need for control and surrendering to the divine rhythm of life. This doesn't mean we sit idly by waiting for things to happen. It means we continue to strive, to work and to pray, all the while trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to. Applying weeping endurance, on the other hand, is about acknowledging our pain and sorrow but not allowing them to consume us. It's about recognizing that it's okay to feel, to grieve, to weep. But it's also about knowing that this weeping is temporary, that it's a night that will eventually give way to a new day. Now let's look at some examples. Consider the story of a woman named Sarah. She had been waiting for years to have a child, praying fervently, and yet it seemed like her prayers were going unanswered. But she persevered, trusted in God's timing, and continued to pray. And eventually her prayers were answered. Or think about David, who faced numerous trials and tribulations. He wept, he grieved, but he also understood that these periods of night were temporary. He held on to his faith, knowing that dawn was on the horizon. In the grand scheme of things, our night is just a small part of our journey. Trust in God's timing and you'll see the dawn. So remember, when you find yourself in the midst of a night, trust in God's timing, embrace the concept of weeping endurance, and know that a new day is on the horizon. As we come to the end of this enlightening journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've explored the profound concept of God's timing and the transformative power of weeping endurance for a night. We've understood that our nights are but temporary phases, preparing us for the dawn of God's perfect timing. In our lives, let's apply these principles. Let's embrace the night, knowing it's a stepping stone to a glorious morning. Remember, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. So let's endure, let's hope, and let's trust in the divine orchestration of our lives. But let's not keep this wisdom to ourselves. Share this knowledge with those around you. Help them see the light at the end of their night. Remember, winners, your night is temporary. Trust in God's perfect timing. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. May God continue to overflow your life with blessings. See you next time.